Anderton, what is this that I'm seeing?
It's a terrific character to play because it's a guy who you think he's basically at the top of his game as a pre-crime cop, and they think he's going to commit a crime. So they start chasing after him, which is always a great way to have a story where a guy's on the run.
He set me up! Stop, just wait. He set me up. Witwer,
now, he has to discover, is there a flaw in the system? Or is he really going to kill this person he's never heard of before, and is the flaw, in fact, within himself? And that was really what compelled me to want to direct Tom Cruise in this story.
I didn't really do any preparation for it as such because I don't know really anything about being a federal agent, and I didn't have to know that much legalistic jargon or anything like that, so it was just about coming in, I think, in a lot of my scenes with a certain attitude and with a certain confidence that this character has in himself and in his knowledge. The first day I arrived, one of the first things I did was with Cruise and him behind the monitor, and I completely forgot that at some stage in that day I was going to have to look into Tom Cruise's eyes while Steven Spielberg shouted action. I nearly died and I had a meltdown, and I did many takes. But he's just so open, and he seems to see the world while being very incredibly smart through a child's eyes.
Oh no, please don't put me in danger.
You know, and he gets so excited about ideas, and even if it's one of my ideas and it's mediocre at best, he's like, oh yeah, that's good, try that.
Okay,
yeah.
Good, here we go.
I find you just want to do the best job you can for him.
Action.
Well, then why can't they see rapes, or assaults, or suicides? It's the nature of murder.
Good, we got it. Thank you. Next shot. Great. Good.
John, watch this Danny Witwer, the observer from Justice.
Max von Sydow is our father figure in the story, almost like a surrogate father of Tom Cruise's character.
Much. But would Hinneman know?
Listen, come in.
Security lockdown enabled.
Just tell me, who's Leo Crone?
Cut. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good take, both of you.
There are directors who give orders, who tell the actors what to do. Most actors hate that. At least I do. I want to keep at least some of the initiative. Steven Spielberg belongs to the opposite side. He suggests, he inspires, and leads the actors without the actors really knowing. And he knows the world of the film he is directing so well that he also can improvise, which is wonderful.
With Precrime going national, maybe we can all look forward to a time when none of us will have to discharge another firearm ever again.
He can improvise within a take and pick up things. Maybe things happen within the take which are not really planned, and he uses it. And he knows also very, very well the language of the camera, the language of film, better than anybody.
We have 3 precogs. Their names are Agatha, Dashiell, and Arthur. Arthur Conan Doyle, Dashiell Hammett, and Agatha Christie, named after them. And those are the names that the government gave these little children who are now in their 20s, but were much younger when the government found out that they possessed, working together, this enormous gift, and used them to fight crime. Samantha Morton plays the precog, Agatha.
She's a child, she's like a newborn baby, but she also has a wisdom far, far beyond her years. She's an oracle. So she sees everything that everyone else sees. She sees people's feelings. She feels people's feelings and emotions. She feels people's pain and suffering. She sees pain and suffering. On the first day, I arrived and we had a talk, or we'd spoken before anyway, but it was kind of, he wanted to give me the freedom to show him where my head was at. And he was really happy with what I did. And then from then on, we just communicated about each moment and what it meant.
John, what the hell just happened?
Acting in the water, it was the hardest thing I've ever done, ever. Because it's kind of, you're dealing with another element that you're not used to as an actor. Even if you've been acting 30 years, you know, stage, radio, movies, TV, Nothing prepares you for acting like underwater or in water. And having to be that intense and safety, and it's hard, but you feel a sense of achievement when you've done it. But I'm really glad to be out of that tank. I really am.
Samantha Morton, who plays the female precog, she's got this angelic quality in her. She's kind of an angel. So subsequently, I wanted to reflect that character through lighting. And that's very noticeable in the final scene when we are at the Chesapeake Bay, when we are at the country home, right before Tom is being arrested. During the scene, Samantha tells the story of his son's future. It's a very, very moving sequence. It's a sequence that allows Tom a closure. Her face is kind of bright, kind of burned out. It's almost unreal.
There was so much love in this house.
I want him back so bad.
It's all my fault.
There was nothing anyone could do.
Catherine Morris, I saw in Rod Lurie's film, The Contender. I asked her to play Tom Cruise's estranged wife in Minority Report, and she provides a lot of heart and soul.
You and John ever come here?
We used to, every summer.
He's not here now, is he?
Laura is at a point in her life where they've been separated for several years. They're divorced, John Anderton and Laura Anderton, and you know, things have been so terrible.
It was nobody's fault.
But when we see Laura, I think she's in a more introverted place. I think a protection place, trying to huddle and recover, and trying to do something productive with her life to hang on.
You lose your son, let's see how well you handle it.
So I feel so honored that I get to play this woman who's so well-rounded and so strong and so multidimensional, has so many layers, and with all these great actors and the man, Steven. I'd like a word with my husband.
It's a very interesting and hard kind of movie to make because on the one hand, there's a lot of story, there's a lot of mystery, there's a lot of clues. You must pay attention when you watch the movie. At the same time, Anderton is going through a huge human emotional struggle.
It reminds me of Rosarito Beach. Remember?
It's always fun to have things like that where you know, so you have transformation.
The future is so much more interesting than the past, don't you think?
You know, we have the scene where Michelle Burke, who's makeup artist, came up with a terrific disguise to get back into Precrime.
Who are you?
I like you, Wally.
Oh, hi, John.
Then we had, in the picture also, I wear brown contacts. I lose my eyes halfway through the film. So I have someone else's eyes in the picture.
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto. Welcome back to the Gap.
Mr. Yakamoto.
I wanted this to be a very human story. There's a lot of different mysteries in our story, but they're all about people. And you meet very colorful characters along the way. And I think Minority Report has a bit of a brotherhood with some of the John Huston film noir mystery stories, because we do meet some of the most compelling characters in the story aren't necessarily the leads of our story. They're the characters that provide information to follow leads and prove innocence or prove guilt.
You'll go blind.
There's very interesting characters that you tiptoe through in trying to unscramble the mystery and trying to figure out the story.
You dig up the past, all you get is dirty.